All right, Coach, Hobart's always a big rivalry. What does the Kraus-Simmons Trophy still mean to you guys?
Yeah, well, it means a lot to us. I played for Roy Simmons Jr. I know Roy Simmons Sr., who the trophy's named after, and we've got Roy Simmons III in the office. So it's a lot of Simmons going on here, and it means a lot for us to keep the trophy at home.
They always give you a tough test, but it looks like overall Hobart's a much improved team this year. What stands out about this year's unit?
They really are. They've been in a lot of close games. They've won some close games. I think Syracuse is probably the highest-ranked team on their schedule, so they're definitely going to look forward to that. Geneva's only 45 minutes down the road, so it's a short drive, and it's always been a tough game. It's always been kind of a battle with Cornell for the Central New York championship, if you will, and it's always been a tough game, and we expect another one on Tuesday night.
Now, what's your biggest challenge here with the quickest turnaround you've had to deal with so far this year?
Well, fortunately, both teams have to go through that, and we rely on our defense especially, but our offense understanding who they're going against, and our defense knowing who they're going to cover for the other team. So it's a short turnaround, but Hobart has the same issue as we do, and I think coming off a loss, our guys will tell you that the only thing we want to do is get back out and play right away, have a shot at winning another game. So I think the guys are looking forward to that.
Dominic Lemonera said you guys are still talking over who's going to be, in goal tomorrow. Is that something that's still under discussion, I guess?
No, there's no doubt about it. Bobby Wardwell will be in the goal tomorrow. Yeah.
But going back to, I guess, Warren a little bit, what are you kind of seeing from him in the time that he hasn't, been playing and preparing, and how did it kind of translate on Saturday?
I thought he did a pretty good job. The reason, I put him in was just to try to get a spark, for our defense, give him something to get excited about. And I think he got in, made a couple one-on-one saves. That was good. He still got to work on his clearing. I think we gave up a couple goals in a clearing situation, which was tough in a game like that. But, he does a good job. He's there every day in practice. The goalies support one another. It's nice to know that we've got Warren sitting there ready to go if something were to come up or if Bob was to get hurt.
Coach, I know Ralph started the last two games. What makes him such a good matchup guy against some of these smaller attackmen?
Well, I think physically he matches up better with them. You get some of these 6'3", 6'4", 6'5" defenders, and as we've seen so much this year from the Kavanaughs to the Sankeys to Bitters, you get some 5'7" guys, some 5'8" guys running around, and it can be tough for someone really tall to cover these guys. They get underneath them. They're really quick. And they can take advantage of that. So I think Ralph's got very good feet. He matches up size-wise. He's a strong player, so he can push him out and keep him away from the goal. And to cover that kind of trend of attackmen lately, he's a good matchup for them.
Mm-hmm. And I know Hobart has a couple guys under that 6-foot mark. Do you think Ralph has a good chance of starting again tomorrow? Is this something you guys are considering?
I think we're going to talk to Coach Rogers about that, and we'll look at the matchups. But he's going to get game time either way. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So crazy to look at the schedule. This is the last regular season anyway. Carrier home game already.
Yeah, it goes so quickly, and we've had a lot of home games this year, so it's kind of hard to believe this is the last one. But we'll blink our eyes, we'll get through Hobart, we'll get some rest this weekend and head off to the ACC tournament. And we've got Colgate, coming down the road, and Colgate will be almost like a home game. It'll be just 35, 40 minutes down the road, and I think we'll have a good turnout for our fans. Hopefully, we'll get some weather like we've had today, and a lot of people will show up and have some fun making that trip.
Coach, how do you think Jordan Evans has played since he's come back from injury?
I think he's gotten better every week, and really happy with what we've seen the last 2-3 games, especially. So I think that he's adjusted and consistently gotten more comfortable and in better condition since his injury.
Mm-hmm. How would you rate the play of the second line midfield in general recently?
Well, I think it's been playing pretty well. To get Randy's stats back helps the second midfield, because now we're able to put Tim Barber out there with the second group, which makes it even stronger. And so you get Timmy playing well, and then Jordan, I think playing his best lacrosse of the season right now. And then who we decide to, whether we go Weston or Sergio or whoever we decide to run with that group, it just made our second midfield a lot stronger by getting Randy back.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's kind of hard for the three of them to build chemistry? Jordan was out for injury for a few weeks. Tim stepped in on the front line attack. Do you think it's hard for them to build chemistry on the second line?
Well, I think that, a lot of guys played together in the fall. We've played earlier in the spring. So I think it's, I think we can mix and match without hurting the chemistry too bad.
Do you know if Henry's going to be available?
I don't think he is. Yeah, no, I don't think he is. We hope he is, but I don't think he is. And, we'll know more tomorrow. We'll see how he reacts tomorrow.
Going back to the quick turnaround, after suffering such a close loss at North Carolina and now facing Hobart, How do you prepare your guys for a different kind of opponent that's not another top 5 for once?
It's hard. It's hard. We spent a lot of film yesterday. We didn't do a lot physically because we're just coming off a game the day before. Today will be similar. The guys are doing film right now with the offense and the defense. So it'll be a lot of film today. Then we'll do some walkthroughs in the dome. So we're going to do a little bit more than we normally do day before a game, but that's all just to help the guys get ready for Hobart.